Let's see, where to go next? Let's go to what looks like the farthest city away from Lusaka. Maybe St. Petersburg would be a longer flight. I don't know that. I don't know that for sure. What I do know is that we have puzzles to solve. And for once, there's not a new puzzle type to go over. Ooh. Okay. This one's timed. Which means I'm going to turn off animations. I said turn off animations. Okay. If I don't get this, I don't get this, but I'm gonna try my hardest to. So if I go quiet, that does mean I'm concentrating. This looks right so far. This part. Not. Yeah, that goes there, definitely. Having the animations going does in fact eat into your time, so whenever you run into one of these puzzles, you want to turn those off for maximum puzzle solvability. That's definitely what I wanted to say there. Where does this go? It is unclear. Oh, it goes there, which means this goes somewhere else. Where, I'm not quite sure. I'm sure running out of time, though. Yes! Bowery, by William Lewis Sonntage, Jr. Sweet! Well, now we know where the puzzle piece is. If you find one of those timed challenges after you've already found the puzzle piece for a given city, then you get some free puzzle tokens instead, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, that needs to go there. And these three are the other... Excuse me, are the other outer pieces. Rotate these. I think this one goes over here. Like that. Well, this is another way to go about it, surely. No. That's fine. I'm not above having... let me try that again. I'm not above using a hint token if I have to, but I'd rather not. This is not correct. Well, I almost had it. Alright, let's try this again. I'm trying not to spend too long on any one puzzle. I know that, like, people are probably gonna skip around some, but even still. I don't want to be here all day. Like, I don't want to spend 20 minutes on this one puzzle. That's not even supposed to be that hard. Just because it's not supposed to be doesn't mean it isn't, for me anyway. How do I do this to myself? Hold on. Yes! Excellent. Perfect. Wonderful. Marvelous. Awesome. Fantastic. Another superlative adjective. George Washington at Valley Forge by F.C. Yohn from the Palma collection. Okay, time for an overlap. That does not go there, clearly, but that goes there. Yeah, this looks more correct. You know, I had something to talk about when I started, or I had something in mind to talk about before I started recording this, and seemingly as soon as I hit record, it immediately left my brain. That's how these things go sometimes, I guess. Where does this go? Right there. Marvelous. This seems like it might be upside down. Yeah, that looks more correct. There we go. Nice. Always happy to get pieces quickly. I thought I had this. I thought incorrectly. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry for the silence, I'm in puzzle mode. She's concentrating. Does this not go somewhere over here? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I just wasn't seeing it for whatever reason. Some silly tricorn hats. I think these are tricorns. I don't know a lot about hats. There's a lot of things I don't know a lot about. I'm sure you've noticed. I'm just a bird with a microphone. What is that? I'm not sure. I'll come back to it in a minute. There we go. Oop. Meant to do that, obviously. Making sure my microphone, making sure my mouse was still working. I can't even do jokes properly right now. At midnight on a Thursday. But I can solve a puzzle. Louisiana Purchase by Alfred Russell. Three down, 7 to go. Hell yeah. An even 10. I'll take that. Straight into another overlap. There we go. This guy doesn't look very happy. I'm sure once we learn the title of this painting, we'll learn why. I guess for lack of anything else to talk about at the moment, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring lately. Yes, I am 2 years late to the party. It's fine. I had intended on waiting a little while longer before playing it, but a friend of mine very graciously sent me enough money to buy it as a belated birthday present, and that was very nice of them. Originally, they tried just like giving me a Best Buy gift card for it, which would have been, you know, same result. But it turns out I don't think Best Buy like carries PS4 games anymore, because I bought it on PS4. I don't have a PS5, and so I had to just like So I forwarded them the email since I hadn't used the card yet, and they were like, okay, fine, I'll just PayPal you. It's like... Obviously, it wasn't their fault at all. It was just Best Buy being dumb. But I've been putting a lot of time into Elden Ring over the past few weeks, and having a great time. I've been enjoying myself a lot. That game's... Turns out the extremely successful and popular video game is also pretty good. Who would have thought, right? But as of tonight, I just beat, well, spoilers, I guess, for a 2-year-old very popular video game that I'm sure most of my audience knows about. But just getting ahead of that, I guess. As of tonight, oops, that doesn't go there. I beat Radon at the end of my play session tonight, and I managed to do it first try, actually. It wasn't going well at first. I spent half of my flasks, like right at the start of the fight, getting hit by his arrows. Nathan Hale led to his execution. Artist unknown. I guess they must not have signed it for whatever reason. But yeah, I spent the first half of the fight getting hit by his arrows, but after that, chewed through him pretty quickly. So I'm pleased about that, and I'm excited to play more. And that's all I have to say about that, really. Turns out, Elden Ring is in fact a pretty good video game. I'd like to stream it at some point. I'm not sure when that would happen, but at some point in the future, I'm sure. Just not right now. I have been meaning to get back to streaming. It's been a few months for me. I don't think I've done it since, like, May-ish, maybe? I don't quite remember. It was, yeah, it was in May. It was before I went to FWA. And then I finished Star Ocean after I came back from that, yeah. But I haven't done anything since then. I don't know, it's like on the one hand I do want to, but on the other hand I don't really feel like it. I just don't feel up to it right now. And I don't want to force it, so I'll just wait until I do feel like streaming. Abraham Lincoln at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. by Daniel Chester French and Picirilli, bro? I extremely didn't pronounce that properly, I'm sorry. Be careful you don't get spotted by the Lincoln Looker if you go visit that memorial. God, what a silly... Y'all watch Monument Mythos? It's very silly. It's I guess, analog horror, and the premise is basically, hey, what if a bunch of monuments were secretly either vessels for eldritch horrors or were themselves eldritch horrors? And that is a silly premise. And it's not, like, scary, it's more, again, silly, and also sometimes deeply uncomfortable. But it's a very creative series. I like it a lot. And this is not correct, I don't think. I watched most of it a while back. I didn't watch the modern day season. I need to go back and do that at some point, because I was enjoying myself. But I'll worry about that later. I still kind of am, how do I want to phrase this? I used to be a total wuss when it came to pretty much anything horror related, but I'm slowly trying to push those boundaries and get out of my comfort zone a little bit. And there we go. I think it's working so far. going to get this eventually. This big, obvious shape here. There we go. Marvelous. Wedding of George and Martha Washington by Stearns. No first name, I guess. Were George and Martha Washington cousins? I feel like they might have been. Times were different back then. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Nice. Let's see. Put that there. Perfect. Excellent. The key to these, and to a lot of puzzles actually, is that if you pay close enough attention, you don't have to rotate as many pieces as you'd think you would. So if you can just find where one goes without having to rotate it, that'll save you some effort, which is nice. That's not where that goes, speaking of which. Nice. We're almost done with this puzzle already. Hell yeah. See what I mean? I didn't have to rotate a single piece there. It's a butterfly. Artist unknown. I could not tell you what kind of butterfly specifically this is. I'm sure somebody in the comments might know. Feel free to sound off, she said, fishing for engagement. Anyway, moving on. Alright, time to go in the image hole. This sounds like it could be kind of lewd, taken out of context. Let's find this man. Person. Excuse me, wherever they might be. Looks like they're kind of... Is it this dude? Let's test that out. Yes, perfect. Okay, now let's find this guy holding up a sword. That guy's holding up his hat. That's... I'm not sure if you're aware, but a hat and a sword are two totally different things. They're both nouns, but beyond that, wildly different. And I think I just found where he goes, actually. Over yonder this way. There we go. There's another guy with a sword, I think. Or maybe it's just a really weird gun. Probably a sword. Seems like he might be on a horse? Yeah, I think it's this guy. It is this guy, and this, speaking of horses, is a horse. Not that horse. I really don't like that the pieces bounce all over the place if you get one wrong. It's like, I know I got one wrong. You don't have to screw up what I was doing. It's rude. There we go. Who is this person? I don't think it's that guy. His legs aren't arched properly. Is it this dude? No, not him either. Okay, that's 2 already. I don't want to get a 3rd strike and have to start this over again. Not to be confused with Street Fighter 3rd Strike. There we go. Battle of New Orleans by D.M. Carter. I've never played 3rd Strike, but I kind of want to, solely because of Makoto. I love her theme music, and I've seen a few like combo videos and stuff, and she seems really cool. Bring her back for Street Fighter 6, Capcom. I'm begging you, please. I will buy it sight unseen if you do this for me. And me specifically. Nobody else. I'm sure nobody else wants Makoto in Street Fighter 6. It's just me. How on earth did I get that? I was talking absolute nonsense, and I solved that puzzle in 15 seconds. Anyway, this is John Hancock, artist unknown. It's ironic that the artist is unknown. They didn't sign their John Hancock, I guess. But psh. Nice. Alright. Time for a Jessie strips. You know I wish that I had Jessie strips. I don't know why I did that. I don't like the original song. I don't hate it or anything, I just don't much care for it. And that's the extent of my opinion on Bruce Springfield, I think his name is. Something like that. Anyway. I do remember having trouble with this one to start with, because it's hard to figure out where to start with it. Well, that answers that question. That's where to start with it. No? Yes, perfect. This one is giving me some trouble, huh? Not that piece, though. Or that one. I was gonna say, really, like these two pieces that are clearly related aren't actually related? Whatever will I do? My worldview has been shattered. How will I recover from this ordeal? Etc., etc. Well, these two pieces line up. It's just a question of where. Question answered. Again. Nice. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a rhythm going. Just a tiny one, though. Nope, that's not the piece I want to grab. Put that there. Alright. Making progress. We got some momentum going, clearly. Hell yeah! Less than 3 minutes. Slaves and the Underground Railroad by Weber. Again, no first name for whatever reason.
Queen Titania went to her forest bower to sleep, sending her fairies to tend to their various tasks. While she slept, Puck returned bearing the magic flower. He gave it to Oberon, who went to the queen's bower and squeezed the juice of the flower over her eyelids. The spell was cast. Now, to await the results. Find the piece that shows Titania.
Okay, time to figure out where to go next.